No, that is parking space, Wabo.
Public to plead with my father-in-law to obtain the court order so that the DNA can be conducted. It's been 3 months and he has not made a single move on the DNA process other than soliciting for funds online, instigating the public against myself and my son by setting us up for bullying and defaming my character. Since November, I have been waiting for a court order to proceed with the DNA testing. However, I'm now being asked to take claim to my father-in-law so the test can be done. Which of you will take your son to such a man in this circumstance? If you were in my shoes, will you feel safe to take your son to a man who has come online to defame your character and lie of you? You all have seen the curses and threats made on my son's enemy, yet some of you are telling me to expose my son to further potential harm. The relentless social media bullying and threats have made it impossible for me to take Liam out in public safely. All I ever did was love you, Oluwa, selflessly, and expected nothing in return. Yet this is the cruel reality I now face. Liam is our sunshine and the only precious gift Oluwa left me with. I will protect him with every ounce of my blood and until my last breath. The DNA issue is one that has brought tears to my eyes and pain to my heart, and my legal team has advised me not to dignify anyone with a response. However, I feel compelled to address the misconception arising from my silence. Let me clarify. There has never been any doubt or discussion about Liam's paternity until my husband's demise. It is disheartening to hear false narratives circulating on social media. My husband never for once questioned the paternity of our sunshine during his lifetime. Neither did my father-in-law or his families. The first time I heard about his doubt was on social media. He never spoke to me personally about the DNA till this very day. My father-in-law legal team reached out to my legal team, who then gave him the terms and conditions in which the DNA will be conducted. Mohbad would have sought medical treatment after his injury if he didn't live in constant fear. He avoided hospitals because he believed the medical system could be compromised and doctors bribed to harm him. I know a lot, but they won't allow me to speak my truth. Your favorite fake activists and bloggers can continue defaming me, but I pray God rewards them for their actions. If they eventually kill me too, like they did Mohbad, just know I said it. It may not be direct. So many things have happened since I lost my husband, yet I can't speak. I am helpless, but I know God will see me through this. I want the whole world to know that I tried to speak up, just as my husband always wanted to, but they bullied him to silence as they are currently doing to me. They silenced my husband by spreading rumors that he was on drugs, and now they have been targeting me by releasing a voice note I recorded a few years ago for medical purposes. They are attacking our only child by labeling him as illegitimate. My husband was messed up mentally, psychologically, and physically. If he had continued speaking publicly about his challenges, perhaps he would still be alive today. I wish he had summoned the courage to come public as many times as he could, but he didn't want anyone to see his vulnerability. He was a gentle and calm soul. Making a man feel inferior, making him live in fear, assaulting him publicly, amongst others, is what they subjected my husband to. The last time that they attacked him, I begged him to speak out, but he felt powerless against the influence of the industry gods. Are you wondering what I am reciting? Wonder no more. This is the voice of Wunmi, the wife of late Mohbad Imole, and she is now speaking up. Like I have always said, that when everybody is done talking, ranting, and just defending and exposing, that it will be the time that Wunmi is going to speak up with evidences, speak about vocal evidences, speak about visual evidences, speak about audio record evidences. Just like she said, she knows a lot, and she's going to just be telling us one by one. And yes, she is back on social media on her Instagram page, page as CY33 underscore in between, and she's now speaking up. And this is what she's just trying to say to update us concerning the DNA test that everybody is just attacking her to just conduct. Hello, welcome back again to my beautiful and entertaining channel. It is me once again, your favorite entertainer with continuous entertaining entertainment. This is the first time ever you are coming across my channel. Please click on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, and also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out once I upload anything that has to do with your favorite celebrity. Speaking about what Wunmi is saying concerning everything she know about the sudden demise of her late husband Irilioluwa Oladimeji Alaba, popularly known as Mohbadimole, and everything that has to do with the DNA. Wunmi said with evidence that she uploaded on her story on her Instagram page what transpired between her and the owner of African TV. We all record a few weeks after the sudden demise of Mohbad, and a particular man came out to say that he is going to give Wunmi 10 million naira only if she's going to conduct DNA of Liam. Little did we know that he has already dived into Wunmi's DM to just interact with Wunmi. Then Wunmi decided to just block him. Hence, he came out publicly to just say whatever he said. And according to what Wunmi uploaded on her story, it then happens that this person sent a message to Cynthia and said, "This is African television. We are raising 10 million naira to support your child because of Mohbad. Please call me back to discuss that. I want to hear from you concerning the DNA. It is good to hear from you before we publish the story. I will appreciate your call back. Regard, Larry Omodia, CEO of African Television." And according to what Wunmi wrote, less than 2 weeks after my husband demise, the self-acclaimed African Television CEO Larry Omodia reached out to me offering to raise 10 million naira for my son if I agreed to do the DNA, but I ignored him. Then afterwards, he started harassing me with telephone calls to have an interview with me, which I refused and blocked his number. Thereafter, he and his cohort started bullying and defaming me on TikTok. On October 31st, 2023, Auntie Iyabo posted an update about me coming out to speak publicly after the coroner inquest. He texted me with a different phone number again, which I blocked. Unknown to me, my father-in-law has signed a contract with the African TV CEO Larry Omodia on a ratio of 70-30 on my husband's unpaid royalties from the Marian record labels. Larry takes 70 and my father-in-law will take 10%. This explains the reason why they were desperate about conducting DNA on my son, but not wanting to go through the court process so that the results could be manipulated to suit their greed. And in another post on her story on her Instagram page, Cynthia uploaded another evidence where somebody chatted her and was like, "Hi, who is this please?" She now asked the person. The person said, "Did you tell Iyabo that you are going to do DNA and speak after the 7th now?" And she was like, "Please, may I know who is this?" And the person said, "This is African Television," and continued speaking up. Wunmi now said, when the news of my father-in-law's 70% and 30% ratio contracts with African TV CEO leaked online, his bloggers, as usual, all jumped out like Ajajimboju to defend him and bully the African TV CEO into silence. But before the African TV CEO went into exile, he stated, and I quote, "There is a difference between a grieving father and a greedy father. Baba Mohbad is a greedy father and is not mourning his son." Finally, Wunmi posted on her Instagram and said, "As little as I am still the mother of my child, and nobody in this world is going to take his rights away from me, with or without his father." I felt so bad for Wunmi. In the comment section, when the attorney just said, "I personally concluded that the sole reason why Baba is not officially requesting for the DNA test is because he knows that Liam is Mohbad's son and that the DNA results will be positive. Once the DNA is positive, he will become irrelevant and Wunmi's popularity will grow higher and all his supporters will be put to shame. Baba, go and get the official court order for the DNA if you want one, and stop shouting DNA all over social media. Social media is not the court that will issue the court order. We are tired of all your pranks. Baba supporters, please help us beg Baba to go and get DNA court order." Even that Brekete man who's supposed to follow Baba go court to obtain DNA court order, just they speak nonsense. Once court order is obtained and DNA is conducted, Mohbad will be buried, and that will be the end of Baba. Wunmi, I support you 100%. Body Matters _new_backup said Mohbad's father is playing the script of the people who bullied his son to death because he is afraid that they will come after him like they did Mohbad. The idea is keep putting the blame on Wunmi to divert attention as much as possible from his tormentors. The same act of cowardice made him bury Mohbad in a hurry because he was still afraid of the same people. Your son was bullied till his death and you couldn't do anything because you didn't have money or connections. Now that you have the attention of the whole world to tell the pain your son went through, you rather join forces with your son's killer to bully the only one that stood by him through it all. The only reminder of your glorious son Liam that you should have protected with all your might as you failed his father. You came before the whole world to label him a bastard, pronounce the word. You failed your son alive and still failing him in death. There are lots of comments on different pages of all the bloggers that have carried this particular news. Most people are supporting Wunmi, whereas some are just against Wunmi. Guess what? The ones that are practically against Wunmi are still even questioning her, go and do DNA, as if they did not just read through all what she posted. Now, let me summarize what she said. Una should just help her and beg Baba, speaking about Mohbad's father. While you were in my comment section telling me to tell Wunmi to go and speak up to do DNA test, use that same strength to just go to Baba's page on TikTok. Oh, help me beg Papa Mohbad. Let him go and obtain court order so that the DNA test should be carried out. Oh, is that simple? No, please make una help me. Come dey pray for Wunmi so that God will see her through. Because from what she wrote, this girl is going through a lot. I beg, may they just help her conduct DNA test and so that justice should be served. And I believe in no time she is certainly going to be fine, because who God is with, nobody is going to just be against the person. Hope you are updated with every issues, case, update, justice that has to do with Mohbad. Yes, you are updated. And yes, as I promised that to always update you guys once I just cite any news on social media. And until I bring to you guys any further updates, it is me, your favorite entertainer with continuous entertaining entertainment, signing out. Remember, this is the first time ever you're coming across my channel. Just click on the red icon down below to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And to you that is against Wunmi, help us beg Daddy Mohbad to go and obtain the court order.